Okay guys, today what I'm going to do, this is going to be a 3mm ply. Alright, so this is a 3mm ply. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to use the Ultra and I'm going to cut a happy graduation toppers, right, on this 3mm ply. So I guess this is the first time that I'm using the F1 Ultra to cut wood. Alright, so we'll just follow along and we will just see how it's being done. Alright, first of all, I will just put my piece of ply on the base. Do make sure to put your slates, your honeycomb slates on the bottom because we're going to cut. Alright, so that you will have a better airflow on the bottom. Alright, so first we will put the ply on the base. Alright, then do make sure it's focused using your XCS. You can be able to focus them. Alright, and finally we're going to do the framing. Okay, so I'm going to press the framing button on my controller here. Okay, so the last one I did was the outline. Okay, so this is the whole outline of the happy graduation toppers. Alright, onto this piece of wood down here, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to stop it. Okay, and basically I'm using an external ventilation. I'm going to exhaust all the smoke out regards using the purifier. So because it's going to be on a piece of wood, there's going to be a lot of smoke. Okay, so I'm going to use the external ones as well. Okay, so let me do the framing. Okay, so then I will just close semi close it. Okay, and I'm going to stop it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the XCS and process the whole system out. Earlier that I have explained to you that this is the project that I'm going to do. Alright, this is from the upcoming of my daughter's graduation. So I'm going to use a cutout of this wooden 3mm ply. I'm going to put it on the flowers, right, as decoration. I might be able to finish, I may have to paint it and have to add some glitters here and there. Alright, okay, so back onto this project down here. Okay, so I already put the 3mm ply onto the slates where you can be able to see it's down here on top of the slates. And the size of this toppers, I would guess, is being called, it's 8-inch wide and 10-inch height. Alright, so it's pretty big. The reason that I tilted it because I can have it slightly larger. Okay, so alright, so first thing first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the auto measure. So after I hit the auto measure down here is at 20.6 mm. Alright, thereafter I will click onto the camera button down here to take a shot of it, and I will drag and drop the file on top of this 3mm ply on the base. Alright, so so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to set these settings. Okay, I'm going to use the blue down here. The power I'm using at 70, the speed I'm using is at 10 mm per second at 2 passes. Okay, so some of you guys would know that I'm not really fond about using all the presets down here. Okay, the reason why is it's pretty slow, and if you guys have done your test grid, that will be the most ideal, and you can be able to get the maximum speed of what you're getting. Alright, so the reason why I'm using 10mm is because instead of I'm going to use a preset, I'm going to go at 90 or at 3 mm per second, so it's going to take a long time and you're going to create a lot of char at the end of when it's cutting. After when it's cutting at the side, they're full of chars, and I'm not fond of that. Okay, so back on to this project down here. So we have done everything. Okay, and we will hit the framing. After when we hit the framing, we'll go into the process and we will start the cutting using the F1 Ultra to cut this 3mm ply. Okay, I already fixed the external duct right out. Alright, so basically I already sent the file over. So it's going to take about 9 minutes and 40 seconds, and I'm going to use the blue light, okay, of course. And well, we will start. Okay, so we will come back after when it's done. All right. Okay, let me recap. The power I'm using is 70%. The speed I'm using is 10. And I'm running at 2 passes. Okay, so I can be able to see it actually cut it through. Okay, so we will come back when it's done. Okay, so it's done. It's basically took about 9 minutes and 37 seconds. Okay, so it's done. We will have a look. Okay, I'll put my hose aside. All right, so there you go. Okay, so it's fully cut out. Okay, so now is the time to finish, or what I would mean is to beautify it, to paint it, or anything that you would like. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Okay. Alright, so I repeat, the power I'm using is 70%, speed at 10 millimeter per second at 2 passes. Okay, so you go. So let's see, is there any char? Not much, very little. Okay, so I will come back with the finished product, and I will see you in the next one.